Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the Dojo Live recap show. That could only mean one thing. It's Monday again, and today is Monday, November 1st, 2021. 1st of November. We got a month left, 2 months left, excuse me, to the end of 2021. So joining me today.
How many people arrived to their meetings late today or early? It would be early, right?
It will be early, yeah.
The time hasn't changed here yet. It'll happen
Not
next week.
everywhere.
You live in a different world, but anyway, we'll go with it.
We live in fantasy land. We don't have those issues here in Southern California. I'm Tulio Siragusa. Joining me are Kim Lantis from Hermosillo, Mexico, and Carlos Ponce from Cuernavaca, Mexico. Hi, guys. Welcome back.
Thanks.
So we had 2 live shows last week, and we're going to recap them inside 10 minutes. This should be easy, guys. Usually we recap 3 or 4 shows in 10 minutes. So the first show we had was Systems of Inclusion, Building Trust and Empowerment with Dave Landa, who is the CEO at Kintone. And then we also had a conversation with Anthony Molzahn, who's the CEO at Project Phoenix, about software devs. We've got work to do. These were interesting conversations. I enjoyed both. But I especially enjoyed the conversation with Dave Landa for many reasons, primarily because they're a unique company. In essence, their culture is very similar to the core Mexico culture. They believe in radical transparency. They're big on creating the kind of environment that's not command and control, which is very refreshing considering they're a Japanese company, and traditionally Japanese companies are very hierarchical, more so than historical companies even in the US. So to have the kind of environment where, as a publicly traded company to boot, they are encouraging more speaking up, speaking out, being yourself as part of their inclusive effort. It's not just about being of different beliefs and race and sex orientation, etc. It's also about just being yourself, right? And being inclusive about what that means. And really appreciate the fact that in a traditional corporate environment, that's not an easy thing. Most corporate environments don't encourage that, right? They talk about it, but the reality is it's structured in such a way where you've got the top and you've got the middle layer and you've got the bottom, right? It's very hierarchical. So to hear refreshingly stories about empowerment, removing those layers and creating an environment where everyone can contribute is very refreshing, especially in an environment where traditionally that's not the case. What did you guys think about these 2 shows?
Well, in the case of Kintone, specifically about the company, can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Perfectly fine.
It's just that just so that you know, Ruben, my screen froze like on this end on StreamYard. But anyway, so I wasn't sure if you can see me or not. Anyway, what I was about to say was that I also like Kintone, but I liked, besides to what you mentioned, Tulio, the thing about the company culture, I like the platform itself. So I think I relate to it because it's very graphic, it even has some cartoons in it, like the animations, that kind of thing. So I think I like the fact that it's enticing to go ahead and navigate it and see all the many features that we can bring to the table to bring teams together in the day and age of the remote world. And I think Kintone does a fantastic job of accomplishing this. So, and I like, of course, the way that David, that's the name of the guest, right? David?
Yeah, Dave Landa.
Dave Landa, right. And I like the way that he explained what the Japanese style of doing things was imbued in the company, but in a way that it all, I don't know, it's intertwined with what we're doing here on this side of the world. So I just liked it, and I look forward to using it on this end and see what we can make of it to bring our team together. I'd like to give it a try myself.
Nice. Kim, what did you think?
Yeah. So I will go ahead and introduce the conversation with Anthony Molzahn, CEO of Project Phoenix. I thought that show, first of all, he's a really fun guy, very entertaining. It's not often that you find or hear about a tech company coming out of Fargo, North Dakota. So go North Dakota. I thought that was pretty cool. And really what the way I see it is one of the solutions, or what really is pushing their product and their innovation, is a problem that a lot of companies can relate to, and that's the developer shortage, right? So I think there's many different angles that we can find solutions, and theirs is making, connecting to APIs a heck of a lot faster. I don't remember the exact statistic that he threw out there, something from like 3 months down to like 4 hours or something crazy. Do you remember, Tulio, Carlos? But I was just really refreshed about just the innovation and different angles about how we can all kind of attack a similar problem that we're experiencing. So there might not be enough engineers out there, but we can certainly streamline and make their jobs a heck of a lot faster and making them more effective and help with that. So I thought that was a really interesting approach.
I think what Project Phoenix is doing and talking about is really speaks volumes to the evolution of open source. When open source came around, you had the ability to contribute to that community, so that if you're building a platform and you're not necessarily building that's got something that's got IP to it, right? So it's just a button or a little feature that's not really like intellectual property. It's just a functional thing that needs to be there on a software. You can go and grab it from an open source library, which cuts down the time to build a platform. Similarly, there's other functionalities like API integrations and things of that sort that can be automated with low code and other technology and platforms like this. So we're just seeing the continuous evolution of what started with open source and now is becoming more and more, possibly more automation, more AI supported types of coding, which ultimately I believe in, maybe it'll be 20 years from now, maybe less. Ultimately, what will probably happen is you can just type out sort of your idea on a screen and the thing will code it for you. I mean, I think that's ultimately what's going to happen. But that's not good news for all of us in our business. But it's definitely good news. But it's definitely good news for innovation of the future.
We hope.
Carlos, any more comments? Otherwise, what do we got coming up this week?
Well, we got a full week this week, Tulio. We got 3 shows, and the first one being tomorrow with Matt Britton, the CEO of Zuzi.com, and the topic is going to be democratizing market research and consumer insights. Then on Wednesday, we'll be speaking with Mark Ruddock, the CEO of Nula, and the topic is the intersection of data and design, reimagining small business financial services. And finally, on Thursday, we'll be speaking with Chris Berg, the CEO of head chef of Data Kitchen. The topic is deliver better analytics faster with data ops. That's what we have for this week, right here on Dojo Live at 12 p.m. Pacific.
I saw that one too. I was like, we've got a typo, but it's not. It actually is head chef, not chief.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say head chief of something. No, wait a minute. His head chef. So I assume that it's a fun way to refer to his role, but it goes with kitchen, right? So that's what we have for this week. We'll find out. Exactly.
We'll find out what Bits Soup is all about.
Exactly. There you have it. So tomorrow, right here on Dojo Live at 12 p.m. Pacific. Join us and remember, have fun. I'm going to change my motto.
Stay safe, everyone.
No, well, they already know that, Kim. They're already staying safe. Anyway, thank you.